Thank you for joining us for our online Activstars lessons. My name is Kraig Hollingworth, and I'm the senior instructor for Activstars. And in this lesson, I'll be teaching our beginner curriculum. No matter your martial art background, please follow along and enjoy our curriculum that I'm about to show. I'm going to start by reviewing our blocks from white to green. If it's slightly different from your martial arts style, not to worry, just follow along and have fun. First, go into a riding stance. In your riding stance, you want to bend the knees, push your feet down, your toes are forward. We want to prevent our feet from flaring outward or our knees coming down. Okay, so here we go. We're starting off with rising block. Follow along. Ready? Hitch, ni, san, shi. Make sure it's above our head, and from the side it looks like this at the angle. Okay, moving on to side block. Reach across and it comes to the shoulder. Ready? Hitch, ni, san, shi. Next we're moving to low block. You come to the ear and it comes straight down. Ready? Follow along. Ready? Hitch, ni, san, shi. Excellent job. Those are our white to yellow belt blocks. I'm going to use my assistant, Ryan. And then you want to grab your parent, and I'm going to show you what you can do with mom and dad. Your parent can reach out towards your head. First of all, you want to get into your fighting stance. When they reach, you want to do your rising block, and it just comes straight up. You want to use your front hand because it's the closest to the opponent. You don't want to use your back hands, it's too far away. It just looks like this. Our side block, if he punches in, and you can punch. We'll do punches in a minute, but side block just goes really quick. And from this view, okay, in our low block, if he's attacking, okay, a low punch, you can just block downward. There's other versions as you move advanced with these blocks. If he grabs my lapel, your rising block, you can try. You cover the hand, and you can pull your parent downward and then come up. And that's what our rising block looks like for more advanced. Again, lapel grab. And up. Okay, our side block, it can be versus a single hand. And if you look at the motion of a side block, we can pull the person down. And then we follow up with other techniques. Okay? Or even our low block. It looks very basic, okay? But if you were to punch, I may block, but I may strike, and then at this point pull and do a takedown. That represents the low block. Okay, moving on to our yellow to green belt blocks. We're starting off with palm block. Palm block, you open your fingers tight together and tuck your thumb to the side. Okay, so ready, middle palm block. Follow along, ready. Hitch, ni, san, shi. Now we do a high palm block. Ready, hitch, ni, san, shi. Excellent job. And pull back to our chamber. Next, I want to see your outer forearm block. It comes to the ear, and out front, eye level, it's like you're knocking on the door. Ready? Hitch, ni, san, shi. Again, that's called outer forearm block. And then we're going to do our front block. You reach back like you're listening to your watch, and you block across using your full arm. Again, front block. Ready? Hitch, ni, san, shi. Again, I'll review those blocks. We'll just start with our palm block. Ready? Hitch, ni. High palm block, hitch, ni. And low palm block, hitch, ni. Outer forearm block, ready? Hitch, ni. And front block, hitch, ni. And now I'll have my assistant come out and I'll demonstrate what the blocks are for. Okay, with my assistant we're going to demonstrate palm block. He's going to step and punch, and you just use your front hand and push it to the side, palm block. It's a good idea when someone steps, and eventually we move forward. Palm block can also be used to press, and we push back, or we can guide it downward. Okay, so again, with your parent, they can punch at you and just practice blocking to the outside of the arm. If they switch and punch with the other side, you can step back and use your other hand. Okay, that's how palm block works. Next, our outer forearm block. If he punches and our hands are up, we just block to the side for outer forearm block. And for front block, he punches, and I use the outside of my arm. If he punches the other hand, I can step back again to here. And that's our green belt blocks. Next, I have a first-person view, and I'd like to have your parent step toward you and try to grab, and I want you to practice your blocks. So if the parent comes and tries to grab your shirt, you can do your palm block, and this is kind of how it looks like. Moving back, if he tries to grab my hair, I can do a rising block. Okay, and going back, he can be trying to grab in the middle, I can do my side blocks. He's coming forward, I can do my low blocks. Our outer forearm, he could be grabbing. And I go to the outside, if you can remember, is better. And I can do my front block if he tries to grab. So have your parents practice, and then coming at you maybe faster. And you can practice putting it together. So you gotta be watching. And again. Ooh, he's fast. Very good. Have some fun with mom and dad. Okay, now we're moving on to our strikes. Again, I want you back to riding stance, bend the knees, push the knees outward, hands in the chamber. When we do our strikes, it's important to turn your shoulder and your hip each time. And this is why we have a long belt, so we can see your hip rotation. We don't want to be punching and your hips are stationary. We want them to turn for maximum power. Okay, so we're going to start with our four fist middle punch. Okay, so you want to turn your hip and push your arm straight out right in the center. Don't have it here, right in the middle. And we want to be hitting with two knuckles, the big two, and keep your wrist straight. Okay, so we're going to do our middle punches. Are you ready? Keep up with me. Ready? Pitch, ni, san, chi. Now we do a high punch. Ready? Pitch, ni, san, chi. And now we're going to do a low punch. Ready? Don't look down. Pitch, ni, san, chi. Excellent job. Now we're moving to our upset punch. This one hits low. Let me show you with my assistant. So if he were to attack, we might block, but we hit the groin area. Okay, so upset, just stay there, is hitting somebody low of a stranger. Okay, it could be hitting the kidney area here to the back too. All right, so here we go with upset. Ready? Upset punch. Ready? Pitch, ni, san, chi. And now we come up to the uppercut. This is hitting stranger danger in the chin. Ready? Pitch, ni, san, chi. Excellent job. Now our hands come up. And I want to see how fast you are. Relax your arms. Don't stand like this. Hands float. Relax, tight fist. We're going to punch and pull back as fast as we can. Ready? Chin strike. Pitch, ni, san, chi. Excellent job. Now let's review our strikes. Ready? Middle punch. Ready? Pitch, ni. High punch. Pitch, ni. Low punch. Pitch, ni. Upset. Pitch, ni. Uppercut. Pitch, ni. Ready? Hands up. Chin strike. Ready? Pitch, ni. Excellent. Now let me show these strikes on our uke Ryan. Okay, so again, the middle punch, the four fist, again, it can be middle, high, or low. Upset is low. Our uppercut comes up to the chin. So if you were to grab me with a front choke, I can easily do our uppercut, or even upset punch. Okay, so that's what those techniques are for. A chin strike is fast. So if he punches at me, I might block, and I may punch quickly. Okay, so we want to get our hands back into our fighting stance. Next, I'm going to talk about back fist. So we just did our chin strike, and now we're going to use the back of the hand. Okay, so we want to make sure that a back fist comes straight out, and we use our back knuckles. Okay, so it looks like this. So our front back fist comes straight out and pull back quickly. So I want you to try with me. Ready? Pitch, ni, san, chi. And you notice I'm turning my hip so I can reach out as far as I can on that. Let's do 3 more. Ready? Pitch, ni, san. Excellent. Now we're going to do it to the side. You need to look, and that's the direction you go. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi, and down low. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi, and turning. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. Excellent. Hands back in the chamber. Now the next strike is very easy. It's a hammer fist. And if you look, we just use this part. Okay, so you want to reach back, and you come straight down over the top. You ready? So reach back as far as you can, and we come down right to the front. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. And as back fist, we can do it to the side. You want to make sure you're using your hammer. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. And we're going to do low. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. And our turning hammer. Again, you want to reach, strike to the back. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. Excellent job. So let's review all of our strikes together. Here we go. Ready? Middle punch. Ready? Hitch, ding. High punch. Hitch, ding. Low punch. Hitch, ding. Upset. Hitch, ding. Uppercut. Hitch, ding. Good. Chin strike. Ready? Hitch, ding. Turn the hands. Back fist. Hitch, ding. To the side. Hitch, ding. Down low. Hitch, ding. Turning. Hitch, ding. And now I want to see your hammer fist. Ready? Hitch, ding. To the side. Hitch, ding. Down low. Hitch, ding. And turning. Hitch, ding. Excellent job. Show me attention and bow. Okay, now I'd like to work on our kicking. Now, in the martial arts, we have a kicking position. So it starts from a tension stance. We bring both hands up and cross. You pull your favorite leg back today, and our hands come down, and we usually do a ki. When we ki, that means to yell, and it sounds like I. So it's like, yeah! That's the ki. Okay, so I want you to cross your arms, step back, loud ki, ready, yeah! And then our hands come up, and you stand a little taller and prepared for kick. So that's our kicking position. We're going to start with our knee kick. You want to bring your knee up and point your foot down. This is the knee kick. Ready? So I want you to do a few with me. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun, shi. Now we're going to switch our feet. When we switch, you just want to pull your hip back. Don't worry about your foot. Pull it back as fast as you can. I want you to see if you can go faster than me. Are you ready? So just switch our feet quickly. Go. Now we're going to do it again. Just pull our hip back. Ready? Switch. Ready? Switch. You want to stay light on your feet. Now I want to see your left side knee kick. So pull the opposite side back. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun. Now ready? Switch. Excellent. Next we're going to do our snap kick. It's just like knee kick, where our knee kick comes up, but then we extend our foot out. And we call that a snap. So you want to snap it quickly and pull back fast. Are you ready? So you're going to do 3 with me. Ready? Hitch, ding, sun. Ready? Switch. You want to be able to switch fast. Try to keep up with me. Ready? Let's try again. Ready? Switch. Switch. Ready? Other side snap kick. Ready? Hitch, ding. Keep our hands up. Sun. Excellent job. You don't want to pull your hands down. Keep them up. Ready? Switch. Excellent job. My assistant's going to come out with the focus pad. Now, if you don't have a focus pad, Mom and Dad can just hold their hand to the side, and you can practice by just touching it. And if you want to just touch it, you want to keep your knee even with the hand. And you'll just barely touch it, just like that. And then switch fast. Try other side. And switch. Now, if you have a focus pad, they can hold out, and this is where we can use more power. If you want more power in your snap kick, you got to hold your knee higher, because if you just stop it, it'll just touch, like we just did. If you pull your knee higher, you'll have lots of power. And that's our snap kick. Okay, next I'd like to talk about the front thrust kick. It's like snap kick, but this time we use the bottom of our foot and we push in to the target. So from the side, it looks like this. Pull your knee up like me, and then we extend our foot out. And we use the bottom of the foot, which we call the ball. All right, so now I want you to do a few with me. Ready? Front thrust kick. Ready? Itch. Knee. Sun. Now switch our feet fast. Ready? Switch. Ready? Front thrust kick. Itch. Knee. Sun. Ready? Switch. Excellent job. Next, we're going to do the front kick on the shield. Now, if you don't have a shield, you can use a large pillow or a couch cushion, something where you're not going to contact another person. So I want you in your fighting stance. Now, in fighting stance, you want your hands up, your weight's up more on the front foot so our back leg can go quickly. You wanted to bring it up and use the bottom of the foot and try to hit in the center. Now, I don't want to be too far back, where I'm too far to hit it. You want to be close enough that your knee is bent, and that way I can push. So it looks like this. I want to see you do a couple with mom and dad. You want to just kick, and maybe add a ki. Yeah! Okay? And maybe scare your mom and dad with your ki, how loud it can be. Ready? Yeah! Yeah! Just like that. So I want you to pause and practice a few front kicks with mom and dad. Okay, next I'm going to demonstrate crescent and reverse crescent kick. So again, go to attention, both hands up, kicking position, ready? Yeah! Hands come up. Now with crescent kick, we make a big circle with our leg. Okay, so it looks like this, and I want you to copy with me, ready? Itch. And you hit with the side of our foot. Knee. Sun. Now I want you to switch fast, ready? Switch. Again, crescent kick, ready? Hitch. Knee. Sun. Switch. Okay, now, reverse crescent kick means the foot goes the other way. So you want to bring it towards your front foot and then around. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Sun. Switch. Reverse on the other side. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Sun. Excellent. Next, crescent kick on the target. If you don't have a target, they can just your mom and dad can just extend their hand out. Okay, so it looks like this. Usually crescent kick is for a close range kick. Okay, so they could be up, and you want to be able to swing your foot around and kind of slap it with the side of your foot. Ready? And that's how crescent kick works. Okay, now we're going to go to reverse crescent. Okay, so with reverse crescent, again, you just bring your foot around. Actually, it's not going to work. Stop. Yep. Next, we're moving to reverse crescent. So we're going to swing it around and hit it on the outside. Ready? And that's reverse crescent. Now, the parent could take that off, Ryan, and extend your hand out. And what this will be a fun little practice for the kids is that you can go over their hand. So you can do crescent and reverse. Crescent and reverse. And see if you can do that a few times. So let's pause and practice crescent and reverse crescent kick. Okay, next we're going to practice roundhouse knee kick. So I'm going to have my assistant come out with the shield so you can see how this kick works. With roundhouse knee kick, your body turns like you're getting on a bike. Okay, so you have to turn your base foot, we call this a pivot, toward your mom and dad, and then I want you to grab it, or grab mom and dad's shoulder, and just bring your knee up around, and we hit with the knee. And that's called roundhouse knee kick. Okay, so I want you to practice a few of roundhouse knee kick. Without the shield, in self-defense, somebody may come at you, you block, you grab, pull. down to roundhouse knee kick. You can practice this with mom and dad. It's your palm block. Grab, roundhouse knee. It can also be low. Okay, so again, block, roundhouse knee. The next part of our online lesson is our self-defense techniques. Our self-defense techniques are any type of grab that comes onto the body. I want you to find a parent so you can practice these at this time. Okay, with single hand pull away, again, you want to teach the kids to kick low or to strike. You grab the hand. When the hand is tight, you want to push forward and pull. So it's going to look like this. And pull away and run. Again, single hand release, kick. With double hand, again, always tell the kids to kick on this one. And the double hand release is going to be outside of the inside where we come around. I like getting the opponent's wrists together and then just press straight down. So it looks like this, kick. I like to step back, pull them off balance. The intermediates at that point can kick. Again, step back, circle, grab. Okay, with front choke, we have our basic, we call rocket, our release. The hands come, you can always should kick, strike, poke, the vertical thumbnail, whatever it may be. From here we clap, we shoot the arms up high to break the release and down. Again, I might hit, clap to get the tension off, and around. With double one arm pull elbow, again, we want to kick. I just grab a hold, and I'm going to use this weight and pull him in to my elbow strike. Again, this is more advanced, we're intermediate, and at this point you can follow up and just press down with your elbow. Okay, again. From here, again, from here you grab, pull him into your elbow strike, and at this point I can press the opponent down. I can still lock the arm and kick, whatever you know from your particular style. With cross grip, now the opponent's grabbing crossed on the hand. The first one is the easy one. It's just a push where you pull your hand up. It's important to place the palm on the opponent's arm. This one comes up near the elbow or above the elbow, and then push the opponent away. Again, cross grip, push away. Is there. Front hair pull, the opponent's going to strike. He's going to grab my hand, the wrist lock, and kick. You can also do the wrist lock that we'd seen in the cross grip. With bear hug over, right when you feel someone's arms come up, it's important that once they grab, that you got to push back to avoid the lift. From here, you can step back, and you can do the takedown. You can also, when the hands come around, to avoid the lift, to go down, grab the legs and pull up for the takedown. With younger kids, you can just tell them, when the hands come up, even with younger kids, they're dead weight. And you can tell them, just put their arms in and drop down because the attacker's going to have a tough time grabbing them off the ground. Next, I want to talk about our martial art etiquette. And especially at our beginner level, it's very important. So if you come into the dojo, or dojang for Korean, when you walk into the place where we practice, you want to bow when you come in. So if this was the entrance, and I'm coming in from the outside, I come in, and I bow immediately. And then I come into the classroom. When I'm leaving, it would be the same thing. I find the door, and I bow before we leave. For proper etiquette, it's very important that you do not wear your rank or your gi top outside. That's not good etiquette. When we leave and we come into the dojo, we're all the same rank. So you want to make sure that parents, if the kids have a gi top belt, please remove it, put it in a gym bag, and then you can go to the door, bow when you leave. Next, we're going to talk about how to sit formally and informally in our martial art classes. So always when we're with a teacher, if the teacher sits, then you want to beat the teacher sitting down the same way. So if I sit seiza, I'm going to say seiza. Seiza is a formal way of being seated, and it's on our knees. You want to make sure your left foot goes first, and you pull the other foot back, and then you sit down just like this. Boys, it's 2 fists apart. Girls, it's knees together. Okay, and our hands come to our side. Now, if the instructor stands, then the student should stand up quicker than the teacher. Okay, so I want you to practice with me on being seated seiza. Are you ready? Now, I might stand faster. You want to beat me quickly. And practice that a few times. Very good. The next part that we're going to talk about is our informal way of being seated. And it's called anza. To sit anza, we're going to first start by going down and sitting on our knees in seiza. And then our hands come out, and we push back into our crossing our legs, and our hands come onto our knees. You want to have your back straight and hands here. Everybody say anza. To stand up, just go back to seiza and stand. Next, I'd like to talk about proper receiving in our martial art classes. And so when we receive something from an instructor, it's very important to know how to receive properly. We're going to start by talking about our class ribbons. And if you're awarded a class ribbon, it's very important to understand how to receive it. If the instructor uses one hand, you put one hand out, and your other hand comes underneath your elbow with your palm down and underneath, and then you bow. When you bow, the instructor will let go. And that's how you receive an award with one hand. Again, let's watch it again. He will pass it back to me, just like that. Okay, so again, and that's how you receive a ribbon. Next, let's move on to the belt. If you're awarded something very important, or if you feel it's important, we'll talk about how to receive. If the instructor uses 2 hands, especially for belt, you want to look down, grab it with both hands, and that's how you receive a new belt rank. Okay? And again, it looks like this. Okay? If the instructor by chance uses one hand on something, maybe it's not a belt, maybe it's something you forgot, and he's bringing it back to you, and they use one hand, then you should use 2 if it's very important to you. Okay? So that's how that works. So if he uses one hand to give it, and it's important to you, then you can use 2. And that's how we receive. I'm so glad you joined me for our online lesson. I hope it was informative. I can't wait to see you next week. Don't forget to comment when you receive the link, because I will be on commenting on your feedback if you have questions. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on YouTube and Twitter at Activstars. Thank you so much.